All right, thanks, guys. The Chicago White Sox take on the Orioles in Baltimore, 1:05 Eastern first pitch. The White Sox are 115. Total was 9.5, down to 9. Giolito's for the Sox, David Hess for Baltimore. Baltimore's won just 3 of 16 when Hess makes the start. The White Sox lead the season series lead with the Orioles this year. Baltimore's 44-29 to the under at Camden Yards. Give me the Chicago White Sox minus 115 and the under 9 runs in this one. And with that said, welcome to the show. Got some lines and personal leans out for Sunday's MLB action. But before we get into that, I just want to remind you to check me out at patreon.com/BrockPage. And with a documented win percentage of 60% for the entire year of 2017, you're costing yourself valuable information each and every day you're not subscribed. Packages begin at just $1.99 per month. There's also plenty of free content there as well. So once again, please feel free to just quickly hit that pause button right now and open up your browser. And just type in patreon.com/BrockPage. It'll only take you a few seconds. The link is in the description section below. And if you are a current patron of mine and you're watching this program right now, I just can't thank you enough. You make it all worth it. With all that said and done, let's go ahead and jump right back into some more lines and personal leans out for Sunday's MLB action. All starts Eastern Standard Time. And on deck, we've got Mets, Red Sox, 105 Boston. The Bo Sox are the $2 favorites, total 7.5. DeGrom's for New York, Chris Sales for Boston. Boston's 44-17 taking on losing ball clubs. Mets are 4-1 in their last 5, 6-2 in their last 8. Both teams playing very well. Now, DeGrom's starts went 19-10 to the under so far in the season. Boston should get the job done, but I'm going to take the New York Mets catching the 1.5 on the run line and the under 7.5 in this one. Next game, Blue Jays, Yankees, 105 New York. The Yankees are the $2.20 favorites. Total was 9, up to 9.5. Panone's for the Blue Jays, Lance Lynn for the Yankees. New York's won 5 of 7 games where Lance Lynn made the start. Toronto's won just 5 of 18 head-to-head matchups with New York. The Blue Jays are 71% to the over on the road when the line's 9 or higher. Give me the Yankees run line and the over 9.5 in this one. Next game, Tigers, Indians, 110 Cleveland. The Indians are $1.90. Total was 9.5, down to 9 flat. Liriano's for the Tigers, Bieber's for the Indians. Cleveland's 12-5 in their games where Bieber makes the start. They're also 74% in their games at the current market price. Liriano's starts are just about 60% to the under for the season. Give me the Indians run line in the under. 9 runs in this one. Next game, Athletics, Rays, 110 Tampa Bay. The Rays are $1.10, totals 8. Money's on Oakland right now, nickel fade of Tampa Bay. We got fires for Oakland, Castillo for Tampa. Oakland 7-2 straight up in their last 9. Fires is 12-7 on the year, 3.29 ERA. Tampa's failed to cover the run line in 4 out of their last 5, playing at home against Oakland. Give me the underdog A's in the under. 8 runs in this one. Next game, Nationals, Braves, 135 Atlanta. The Braves are $1.30, totals 9. Money's on Washington right now, nickel fade of Atlanta in this one. Tanner Roark's for Washington, Sean Newcomb's for Atlanta. Atlanta 6-1 straight up in their last 7, 6-2 on the run line in their last 8, playing at home against Washington. The Nats dropped 6 out of their last 8 straight up when playing on the road in Atlanta. Roark comes in with a 4.37 ERA. I think he's capable of giving up a few moon shots today. Give me the Atlanta Braves minus 130 and the over 9 runs in this one. Next game, Marlins, Phillies, 135 Philadelphia. The Phils are the massive $2 favorites. Totals 8.5. Money's on the Phillies. Nickel move toward the Fightins in this matchup here. Ureñas for the Marlins. Pavetta's for the Fightins. Phillies winning 73% of their games played at the current moneyline price. Miami's just 23-50 as the official road underdog. The Phils are giving up just about 3 runs per contest in their last 4 games. Phil should win it outright, but I don't fully trust that bullpen. Give me the Miami Marlins plus 1.5, getting the job done on the run line in the under. 8.5 in this one. Next game, Diamondbacks, Astros, 210 Houston. The Astros are the $2 favorites in this one. Total was 7, up to 7.5. Money's on the Astros and the over right now, 15-cent move toward Houston. Greinke's for Arizona, Verlander's for the Astros. Houston's 63% in their games at the current market price. Arizona's just 33% in their games in the same exact category. 4 out of 5 head-to-head matchups between these squads stayed under the total. Give me the Astros run line and the under 7.5 in this one. Next game, Pirates, Brewers, 210 Milwaukee. The Brewers were $1.60 up to $1.65. Totals 8.5. Williams is for the Pirates. Chacin's for Milwaukee. Milwaukee's winning just 40% of their games played at the current price point. Pittsburgh's a solid 10-5 in their head-to-head matchups with Milwaukee. Williams starts, went 20-8 to the under so far in the season. Give me the underdog Pirates catching the plus money and the under 8.5 in this one. Next game, Twins, Royals, 215 Kansas City. The Twins are $1.10, totals 8.5. Money's on Minnesota. Gibson's for the Twins, Junis for KC. The Royals won just 30% of their ball games as the official Vegas underdog this season. Minnesota's, well, they're also 11-6 to the over in their 17 head-to-head matchups with the Twins. I'm sorry, KC's, a lot of their games went over with the Twins. Now, 3 out of this series' 3 head-to-head matchups thus far all went over the total as well. Give me the Twins outright in the over. 8.5 in this one. Brain fart. Next game, Reds, Cubs, 220 Chicago. The Cubs are 175, totals 8. 25-cent fade of Chicago in the early betting. Castillo's for Cincy, Quintana's for Chicago. The Cubs are 31-14, taking on losing ball clubs. Cincy's won just 7 of 18 head-to-head matchups with Chicago. Just 7 out of 18 head-to-head matchups also got over the total. So give me the Cubs run line in the under 8 runs in this one. Next game, Rockies, Giants, 405 San Francisco. The Rockies are $1.20, total 7.5. Colorado took most of that early money in this one. 10-cent move toward the Rockies. Sensatella is for Colorado. Derek Rodriguez is for San Francisco. San Fran's just 45% taking on teams over 500. Colorado's 11-7 in their head-to-head matchups with the Giants. 8 out of 10. Sensatella starts did stay under the total. Give me the Rockies outright in the under 7.5 runs in this one. Next game, Mariners, Angels, 407 Los Angeles. The Mariners are 115, totals 8.5. Seattle took most of the early money. 10-cent move toward the Mariners. Gonzalez is for Seattle. Barria's for Los Angeles. The Angels are just 32% as the home dog. Seattle's 11-7 in their head-to-head matchups with LA. We're also looking at a record of 12-6 to the over in these teams' 18 head-to-head matchups. Give me the Mariners 115 and the over 8.5 in this one. Next game, Rangers, Padres, 410 San Diego. The Rangers are $1.20, totals 8.5. Miners for Texas. Knicks is for San Diego. The Padres are just 33% as the home underdog. Texas is 4-1 in their 5 meetings with San Diego. The Rangers are 24-13 to the under at the current posted total. Give me the Rangers outright and the under 8.5 in this one. And my next and final game for the show, it is going to be Dodgers, Cardinals, 805 St. Louis. The Dodgers are $1.45, totals 8.5. The Dodgers took most of the early money in this one. 40-cent move toward Los Angeles. Stripling's for LA, Wainwright's for St. Louis. The Cards are just 38% in their games at the current moneyline price. LA's gone 12-6 in their games where Ross Stripling makes a start. 4 out of these teams' last 6 head-to-head matchups stayed under the total. Give me the Dodgers run line and the under 8.5 in this one. And all right, folks, that is going to do it for me. But before I get out of here, I just want to remind you to check me out at patreon.com/BrockPage. And with a documented win percentage of 60% for the entire year of 2017, you're costing yourself valuable information each and every day you're not subscribed. Packages begin at just $1.99 per month. There's also plenty of free content there as well. So once again, please feel free to just quickly hit that pause button right now and open up your browser and just type in patreon.com/BrockPage. It'll only take you a few seconds. Link is in the description section below. And if you are a current patron of mine and you're watching this program right now, I just can't thank you enough. You certainly make it all worth it. Now, we did run into a situation yesterday where I did not produce a video for YouTube. If any situation happens like that where it's becoming later in the day, the games are beginning to start, and you do not see an upload from me, just go to that Patreon page. I normally post updates as to the status of the video, where it's coming out later, or if I'm not posting it at all. So if you're confused as to if I'm creating a video for that day, normally I will post that video status on Patreon. That's a part of the free content that I produce there. All right, folks, that is going to do it for me. But before I get out of here, once again, patreon.com. And I just want to thank you for watching today's program. I hope you enjoyed all this great free information. And can't say it enough, please feel free to check me out at patreon.com/BrockPage.